Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt something strange? For a brief moment, the worries that consumed your day seemed to shrink. The argument you had, the deadline you're stressed about, the opinion someone has of you, suddenly they felt small beneath the stars. Marcus Aurelius understood this feeling. In Book 10 of Meditations, he returns again and again to a simple but profound lesson. If you want peace, learn to see your life from a larger perspective. Not a larger perspective of years, not even decades. A larger perspective of existence itself. Imagine for a moment that you are standing atop a mountain. Below you are cities, roads, people rushing from place to place, each carrying their own ambitions, fears, and desires. From that height, individual dramas begin to blur. What seemed enormous from the ground becomes part of a much larger picture. Marcus believed the human mind could do something similar. He often reminded himself that he was not merely an isolated individual struggling against the world. He was part of nature itself, a tiny yet meaningful thread woven into a vast cosmic tapestry. And perhaps this is one of the greatest sources of unnecessary suffering today. We spend so much time looking at life through a microscope that we forget to look through a telescope. A young monk once told his teacher that he was devastated because several people had spoken badly about him. The teacher listened patiently and then asked him to walk outside. When they reached the garden, the teacher pointed toward the moon hanging in the evening sky. "Tell me," he said, "does the moon stop shining because someone dislikes it?" The monk smiled. "Of course not." The teacher nodded. "Then why should you?" The lesson was simple.
Most of the things that disturb us only appear large because we stand too close to them. Marcus knew that human beings become trapped inside their own stories. We obsess over reputation. We replay old mistakes. We worry endlessly about future events that may never happen. Yet, when viewed from the perspective of nature, these concerns are fleeting. Generations come and go. Empires rise and collapse. Names once celebrated are forgotten. The universe continues its silent movement. At first, this realization might sound depressing, but Marcus saw it differently. He found freedom in it. Because if everything is temporary, then you no longer need to carry the impossible burden of controlling everything. You only need to focus on what is yours to govern: your character, your actions, and your response to the present moment. Think of a river. The water never stops flowing. The river you see today is not the same river you saw yesterday. Yet the river remains. Life is much the same. Everything changes. Your circumstances change. Your body changes. Your relationships change. Even your thoughts change. The suffering begins when we demand permanence from a world built upon movement. Marcus invites us instead to cooperate with reality, to flow with change rather than resist it, to understand that we belong to something larger than our individual desires. One evening, an elderly monk sat beside a lake after years of searching for enlightenment.
For decades, he had chased answers, collected teachings, and analyzed countless philosophies. As the sun disappeared beyond the horizon, he watched leaves floating gently across the water. For the first time, he stopped trying to understand everything. He simply observed. The wind moved the leaves. The water carried them forward. Nothing struggled. Nothing resisted. And in that quiet moment, he realized he was not separate from nature. He was nature. The same force moving the clouds was moving him through life. The same laws governing stars governed his existence. From that day forward, he stopped fighting every current and began living with greater peace. Marcus would have understood this perfectly. When we see ourselves as isolated, life feels frightening. When we see ourselves as part of the whole, life becomes meaningful. The Stoics never taught people to escape reality. They taught people to see reality clearly. And when we look clearly, we discover something remarkable. The universe is vast beyond comprehension. Our lives are brief. Our worries are temporary. Yet our ability to act with wisdom, kindness, courage, and integrity remains immensely significant.
The stars may not know your name. History may forget your achievements. But every moment still offers an opportunity to live well. And perhaps that is enough. So tonight, before you sleep, step outside if you can. Look up. See the stars. Remember how small you are. Then remember something even more important. You are small, but you are part of something unimaginably great. And sometimes peace begins the moment we stop asking life to revolve around us and start appreciating that we belong to it. Thank you for spending these moments reflecting with me. Until next time, take care of your mind, guard your character, and never forget to occasionally look at your life from the perspective of the stars.